Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Well, what we're going to be talking about today is, you just can't make this shit up. You really can't. The Department of Justice has just confirmed that 44, you know who he is, ordered the FBI to shut down the Clinton email scandal. Shut it down. Shut it down. And James Comey followed those orders and buried it. Buried it so deep. Yeah. This was a clear, high-level criminal cover-up that it's worse than Watergate. And the declassified DOJ report exposes some things. That the FBI got hacked, the U.S. data, from a source, but never fully reviewed the key drives. The data showed that 44's emails and the State Department info were compromised. And that 44 used Loretta Lynch to pressure Comey, James Comey, and avoid a Clinton-related scandal. Either that or he didn't want to be Clinton-fied. Sorry. But 44 approved using federal power to blunt the Clinton investigations. So James Comey, he decided to exonerate Hillary before key interviews were done. So the evidence suggests, and I have the evidence, I'm going to show it to you in a sec, that Loretta Lynch tried to influence the probe or the leaked info to Clinton's team. And then the FBI drafted a memo to access the drives. But access was killed by 44 and his DOJ. Well, the facts are out now. And accountability must be next. But who here thinks that accountability will never be seen? Right? So, you see this? Okay. There's some redaction here, but not that bad. Okay. It says, the first blank report is dated blank. And the verbatim translation states in relevant part. Blank recent information appearing in the media about the FBI investigating possible facts of corruption connected with the State Department under Clinton and the granting of preferences to Clinton fund donors created a negative reaction within the party, though this information was known to Democratic Party leaders since June of 2015. According to Wasserman Schultz, so far, the FBI does not have any hard evidence against Hillary Clinton because data was removed from the mail servers just in time. Fishy, right? And if you can see this red box, right? It says Obama is not in the mood. Excuse me? What do you mean he's not in the mood? I don't care if you're not in the mood, right? It says to mar the very final segment of his presidency, his legacy. Shush for just a minute. With a scandal around a leading nominee for the Democratic Party. To deal with this, he is using Attorney General Loretta Lynch to mount a pressure on FBI Director James Comey. Alas, so far with no concrete results. Comey is leaning more to the Republicans, and most likely he will be dragging this investigation until the presidential elections in order to effectively undermine the chances for the Democratic Party to win the presidential election. And then it says, okay, you can see the blank, and then it says the second blank report is dated blank, and the verbatim translation states in relevant part. And it should be of no surprise to any of you that our president is putting out this, a lot of things on the internet and saying that, 44 himself manufactured the Russia hoax, Crooked Hillary, Sleepy Joe, the numerous others participated in this, the crime of the century, irrefutable evidence, a major threat to our country. And he's not lying, okay? He's really not lying. They have gone above and beyond to try and stop our president from becoming the president. I think they've even proved or something like that they were they behind the attempts on him as well. So, there's a lot to take in here. And this is all treasonous acts. But like I said, will they ever see those silver bracelets? Probably not. Will they ever see inside of a cell? Probably not. Only time will tell, I guess you could say. But, I guess, like I said, he's not going to be, he'll never be brought to justice. Let me just say that. It's the same reason why the list will never be released. Okay? Same reason why James Comey, will never see the silver bracelets. Same reason Fauci will never see the silver bracelets. Same reason why Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, nobody that we want to wear those silver bracelets will ever wear them. Ever. Okay? We have all been conditioned, made to believe, whatever you want to say it, to perpetually allow very bad people to get away with crimes in exchange for internet memes, fun sound bites, whatever you want to say, okay? And I know that's making light of things, but it's the damn truth, okay? And, Barack Obama was one of the ones that said that, no one is above the law, and that includes presidents. Yeah, well, guess what, you treasonous bastard. Okay? You have created treason against our country, against another sitting president, and yet, here you are. Okay? This is not something to be taken lightly. Accountability needs to happen. Indictments need to happen. But will it? No. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. And that's really sad to say, because if it was any of us, any normal average Joe or Jane, we would be buried under that prison and never see the light of day ever again. And that's really sad to say, is it not? All right, y'all. That's all I have for this video. If I come upon any other documents or anything like that, I will let you guys know, okay? I will see you in the next one. Yeah, you stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less and God bless, okay? Ciao.